What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and Steam Deck LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna try out this Sonic 4 Episode 1 game out. It pretty much says, unsupported, doesn't know. So I figured, let's see how it runs on both of them. Now, I have noticed one thing. After I did the battery test, neither one go to 100%. They both stop at 98%. So that's a little weird, but I don't think that'll really matter much. But I'm kind of curious what kind of battery life they'll have and how much they'll be left with when we're done. But still, they should have more than enough. And then, of course, we're going to try the same thing with the allies as well in the next video. And obviously, if you guys don't like me testing out both of these, just let me know. I figured I'd try something different. So why don't we waste no more time and let's get ourselves into the game. Well, when I tried to play the game, I was greeted with this. And I figured, oh, yeah, that should be easy to install. Let me go install that. But no, it is not easy. I tried a bunch of different videos and a bunch of different things, and I could not get Java to install on the Steam Deck. Well, alright guys, unfortunately, I tried to install Java on here thinking, oh, we'll just install Java, it'll be no big deal, and then we can go play probably. But no, it's one of those classic Linux things that people talk about where you gotta basically be a computer hacker just to install fucking Java. And that's the one thing I hate about Linux. I do not like how you can't just install stuff. You should be able to just double-click the thing like you can on Windows and install. But nope, not unless it's in the little Windows store, the little Linux store. It's like Windows Store, but it's like a little thing where you just install stuff. But that works fine. But the second you have to go outside that store, nope, unless you know what you're doing with Linux, no. I can't even install Java. It makes me feel absolutely retarded, and it's stupid. And I tried. I even followed along a video, but you get to a point where it's like, all right, well now you have to like put some weird code in here and then tell it to be an executable file. And it's all like, no, this is stupid. And then I'm probably gonna do all that work and it's still gonna come up with the same Java error that you don't got Java or something. So I would just recommend not playing this game on here. Now, hopefully I can go and play it on my Windows devices, but who knows? But if it asks for Java, I can guarantee I'll be able to install it effortlessly just by double-clicking an application. And that right there is why most people like Windows, because you can just install the application. It's as easy as going Java on Google, clicking install, and hey, look at that, Java's on your computer. You don't have to go and be a damn computer hacker just to get in here. And that's a real shame too, because if it was easy, I'd just do it. But I'm pretty freaking good with computers. I can build them, I can do all sorts of stuff. But when it comes to having to do this kind of stuff on Linux, I just can't handle it. I always fail, and it just makes me feel stupid. So I don't like it. And that is why I like Windows. But then Windows does all sorts of lame ass shit too, where it pisses me off too. That's why I'm glad I have both Steam Decks and the Windows handhelds. Anyway though, my long-winded rant of Linux being annoying sometimes is over. Now, if somebody can figure out how the hell to install Java on this thing, and they can let me know, I would absolutely love to get you guys some gameplay on here. But that is probably why it says it's not supported, because you gotta go through this whole rigmarole just to do it. And it might not work even if you do that. Who knows? But yeah, if somebody can figure out how the hell that works, please let me know. And until then, I can't get any footage on here. Wanted to, but I can't. So that's about that for this video. Sucks that it was a fail, but I show you guys when this stuff fails too. I don't pretend all this stuff works flawlessly. But in any case, until the next video, guys, peace out.